I got my first iPad today. Sorry about my hair, I've been in the yard, I've been working, but I came to the kitchen, I saw something I ordered, and it is a freaking new iPad.
I saw something I ordered.
Oh God. So what are we doing now?
We are looking for the now deleted Instagram video of Britney Spears getting her first iPad.
She's just begun having her fun finally. Britney Spears excitedly announced today that she finally owns an Apple iPad gadget. Okay, guys, great news. I got my first iPad today. The pop star.
Sir.
Okay guys, great news. I got my first iPad today. Sorry about my hair, I've been in the yard, I've been working, but I came to the kitchen, I saw something I ordered, and it is a freaking new iPad.
I saw something I ordered. So I guess the question is, why couldn't she order this iPad before? And I guess the obvious answer is she wasn't allowed to. But I think that's something that you can read between the lines, where it's like, I came into the kitchen and I saw something I ordered, and she's so excited about it. You're like, never had one, whatever. Which is interesting. She ordered, I don't know.
Excited. My kids have owned one. I've never owned one. This is just a groundbreaking day. I've always had a little phone, but now this iPad is in my hands, and I feel like my life is changing as we speak, and I'm so excited. Upward bound! Yes!
That's pretty sad. It's Britney Spears.
It definitely has a dark aura. Like, I've never had an iPad. My kids have always had one. Upward bound. Like, the fact that that was just a win. It was such a win, and it trended on Twitter for her literally just getting something as simple as, like, an iPad. Like, yeah, they're expensive, but she's like, I mean, look, she's at the Grammys as, like, Britney Spears. You know what I, like? And
it just brings to mind, like, that Matthew Rosengart application recently where he was like, Lou Taylor was paid $500,000, which was like double or whatever, like what Britney makes in a year, or like quadruple or whatever it was that he said. You can go back and watch that video. But like, all these people have made all of this money, and they've been free. They've had their freedom and the liberty to do what they want to do with the money that they made from Britney without her consent. She hasn't had the freedom and the liberty to do what she wants with her own money. And it's like, you know, you remember the freaking bodyguard like pulling up behind her and giving the Starbucks cashier the credit card, and it's like, she lives in prison. She's incarcerated. And then you have Judge Penny denying the application to hear this sooner, and it's like, she's Britney Spears and she's getting this excited over an iPad. I mean, listen, I'm happy she has an iPad. Okay? You know, I don't want to make this like so doom and gloom.
Yeah.
It's cool to see her that excited. It's cool to like see her like making these videos where it actually seems to be related in some way to what's going on in the world, versus like, what's my favorite shoe size? And Disney Queen or whatever.
She's in one of those too.
I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering how I'm doing. Here are a couple of questions that you guys asked me apart from the drama and the conservatorship. The second question that you guys have been asking me is, what's my favorite Miley Cyrus song?
No one's asking that.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like gaslighting, I think, in a way, whenever. And I'm not, listen, there could be good reasons why Britney's doing it, and if that's the case, like, it's not gaslighting. But like, for a long time, the videos on Britney's Instagram, the posts on her Instagram, like, seemed to have nothing at all to do with the conservatorship. And again, it was like suspending reality. It was like, I guess Instagram land is different than real life land, but I never saw people asking her shoe size or her favorite Disney movie. It was like people were asking, like, are you okay? Are you being held against your will? Are you being trafficked? So this seems more realistic as to what's going on in her day to day. So like, that's cool to see, but it's just kind of overall pretty sad to see that she's this excited over an iPad she ordered. And it just raises the question, like, if it makes you that happy, then why couldn't you have ordered it before? And I mean, the answer is probably she wasn't allowed to.
Don't get me wrong, like, we definitely did a happy dance over the pink iMac, but like, the reaction she has is that she did not order it herself. She's been asking for one for a long time, and they finally sent her one. On top of that, the one that they gave her, I'm not trying to like critique, they gave her a $329 one.
It's not.
They gave her the budget one.
It's not like iPad Pro.
Why they couldn't even spring for the iPad Pro, and her, like, I'm not trying to say, but like, if she asked for an iPad, I'm sorry, Britney.
She might have ordered this one.
She might have wanted it in gold.
But when she said it's pink. Oh, is it gold?
It's the only one that comes in gold. The Pro does not come in gold.
She might be like the bargain queen. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't need a Pro. What am I going to be doing? Looking on the internet. She spends probably still, even on her own allowance, I guarantee you, Jamie has access to that.
Yeah.
Like her own little allowance credit card, however they give that to her, unless it's literally cash, they have access to see what she spent things on, who opened the bank account, who sees the statements. Like, you know, there's a 0.001 possibility, right? There's some possibility that she has a private bank account. I have a feeling that they can probably see what she's spending money on, and she's probably traumatized by spending money. Like, every single thing you spend, you know, freaking Jamie Spears, who the court refuses to remove, refuses to suspend, and refuses to even hear the hearing in a timely fashion, even though she can get Jody Montgomery in twice. 2 weeks in a row, she got her in on that next Monday. Britney's saying she's scared for her life. She's not gonna work. She's being forced to do things. She compared her situation to sex trafficking. There is true urgency. And all of these lawyers, the judges, the court, they are not using common sense. They're using legal loopholes and laws to keep this woman enslaved and incarcerated. And I mean, these Instagram posts are fun, and I think it is great that she's able to start to exercise some autonomy, but like, what's the reality? The reality is she can't order iPads on her own without permission. Her mom even said it's like she's living in custody. And that's what keeps overwhelmingly just like, and I just feel like Brenda's not gonna remove or suspend Jamie on the 29th. She's gonna probably set up some evidentiary hearing where Britney's gonna have to prove wrongdoing. And that's gonna help to boost this law, this bill. Because I think it's possible. All the governments and the probate courts want this bill to happen. So what does this bill say? Well, if this bill was in place, Britney wouldn't have to prove any wrongdoing. She could just request Jamie to be removed and he allegedly would be removed. Now, this bill is not passed. It definitely wouldn't happen in this case. But we already have laws to protect Britney that have been broken. So this new law would be irrelevant if the laws in place were already followed. We wouldn't even need this backup law. They're creating laws for stuff whenever laws were broken. Won't follow them first. But it's going to be really easy for the media and Congress and the corrupt governments to point to this and say, look how much money Britney's having to spend to remove her dad. Wouldn't that bill be nice? And then it's going to make people think that it's somehow helpful to free Britney. Whenever I can't think of one good reason. I can't think of one good reason why Jamie's not removed. It is not in the best interest of Britney Spears, and even a regular member of the public can see that. And the standard of the court is the best interest of the conservatee. Period. The best interest of the conservatee is not served by Jamie Spears being conservator. We don't need no new bill. So before the media starts ramping up on that, and before the paid lobbyists start to ramp up on that, and perhaps some of the lobbyists who we don't know if they're being paid or not, you know who you are. Won't y'all start from the beginning where her constitutional rights were violated and worry about how you're going to get judges to enforce that?
Can I ask, how do you feel about the posts being deleted? Do you think Britney deleted them? Do you think her team deleted them? Like, what do you think happened there? Like,
what if Instagram took it down because it was an advertisement?
Not the FTC coming after Cassie P. Tree.
Could it have been an Apple-sponsored post? I have no idea why that video got deleted. I mean, to me, it's just such a mind twister. Anything I say is going to be pure speculation. Because I don't have a strong sense like, oh, it was deleted, or like, she deleted it. I guess I could see there being an incentive for the team to delete it after people started saying like, y'all didn't let her buy an iPad, how does Britney Spears not have an iPad, whatever. But I could also see Britney deleting it to make people think like a double, what is it called? Like reverse psychology. Like Britney maybe deleted it to make us think the team deleted it, to make us more mad at the team, which like good for her, smart. I don't have a strong sense of why it was deleted. I don't think anything stands out about the video as like so bad or so wrong that the team would have deleted it or her, because I know that they have to approve things before it's posted, or I think they do. I mean, Cassie said that. I don't know. Just speculation, really.